Yeah, you are still pretty dry. Don't lean over so much when you do it. Keep more upright. Yeah, because your abs look better. Yeah, your abs look better when you don't lean over so much. That's it. Perfect. Eat your food, don't move, and then create your routine on the last day.
So you think chill today?
Yeah. There's no point. I think with the expenditure of you walking around, you've done 5k steps, and it's just keeping the walker off. So we can afford to just continue. What if you had 3 meals?
2.
2. So you got 3 more meals.
Okay.
And then we're going to use H2O out for the last 2.
Yeah, I was going to put H2O out with this one.
Yeah.
The 3rd meal.
I'll do it 4 and 5. Keep the H2O out at the back end of it.
Really makes a difference.
It don't, but you want to keep it at the back end of the day, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
And because obviously fluid with carbohydrates is going to fill.
So do a serving about 5 and then again about 10 before bed.
Yeah. And then we just, tomorrow, the only thing I'm considering is just depending on how you look in the morning, is potentially increasing your baseline food.
Well, you just see how it looks.
Maybe we switch.
And put more in today.
Yeah, maybe we switch. No, because I kind of like holding you here. It's like perfect. Rather than if we never spill you, then we haven't got no worries.
Yeah.
We can just continue to top up and keep you dry.
Yeah.
And then anything that's like creeping in can't be pulled out with posing. You know.
Yeah.
It's a good spot to be in. Yeah. If you walked on stage tomorrow like that, if you walked on stage Saturday like that, with the H2O out in, you'd be fucking on.
Yeah.
Money. It's there, everything's there. Dry, every line, full. I think, like I said, we need a little bit more in the chest, but other than that, it's...
I can feel the fullness a lot more.
Yeah, you look full as fuck. You're so vascular as well.
So just run today as normal.
It's good, mate, it's good. Yeah, run today as a normal hard day.
And then we can just...
Don't need to change anything.
Okay.
And then tomorrow we look at you. If we feel like you can probably take a little bit more, then we up the fats.
And then train tomorrow.
Upper body sessions tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. And then you can just chill.
We have arrived. We actually arrived ages ago. It's what time is it? Do you know what time it is? 7. 20 to 7. It's about 7. We got here earlier this morning around 11 after a few mild, what do you call them? They both said after a few mild hiccups we finally got here. So I kind of forgot my driving license. So when we got to the rent-a-car, that was the issue. But Han, thankfully, being Irish, sweet talked the man. I actually found a picture of my license on my phone. And then I didn't have a means to pay for the car because apparently you have to do a chip and pin. Old school over here in Ireland. So Sammy paid for it. And I got to sort them out, which I still haven't. But yeah, we got in the car. We was walking to the car. It was kind of funny. I thought we was about to get in a nice little Renault, and then pointed the key at the car. And what's the car noise? What's the car noise? Bloop bloop. And this little tiny little in-betweeners looking car opened up next to us. Oh man, everyone started laughing. It was funny as shit. Because we thought we was going to get in a nice little sports car. We was like, oh, that's all right. And then this bloop bloop. this little freaking swanky looking car that Nan would drive opened up. But it was all good. We got here in the end. We're here at the Maldron Hotel. I'm just chilling out now. We're a few meals in. I've had 4 meals today. Sammy's been looking at me in between each meal. And we're just taking it easy, man. Taking it easy. So we started off loading yesterday, like 700 odd carbs, 700 carbs, 100 fat. And then today we've just been taking it meal by meal. So far, we're still on track to do the 700 carbs again today, but there is a little bit of water starting to come in now, so which is expected. You got to expect that when you're loading heavy with carbs. It's just, you know, how much you allow in. So potentially the last meal of the day, we're going to drop a little bit of food, but we'll see. We'll see. Each you know, we're just taking it a meal at a time basically. And then we have decided to not train today. Plan was to train today, but we're now going to use training as a sort of tool in our arsenal to sort of pull off any water retention we need. So we're actually going to rest today, and then we've got tomorrow to train to pull off a little bit of water if needed, get a little pump, make sure everything's, you know, clicking, make sure I feel hydrated, full, everything's where it needs to be, and then yeah, it should be pretty smooth sailing really. Check-ins at 4:30, so making weight shouldn't really be an issue. I've got the scales with me just to make sure that I don't tip over 98, but even I'm barely touching 98, even at the end of the day right now. I think my lowest weight was actually 93.75, which was a couple of days ago, so well under the gap, but excited to do the do, man. Excited to do the do. So yeah, we'll pick up from tomorrow.
Are you weighing that water?
No. What? Fuck off. Where there's a will, there's a way. Quote, Coach Sammy. This is a very big show for me. There is a reason why. The reason why is starting at what, 22, 23, done my first show. Ever since I started bodybuilding, I was winning shows. winning shows. It was, I had it quite easy as an amateur. You know, I had good structure, always come in condition. You know, fortunate enough to get my pro card in the first win. I spoke about this before. And, you know, when it got to doing my first pro show back in 2020 and getting like nowhere, like fourth call outs or something stupid like that, coming nowhere, and you know, not really anywhere in my second show. I mean, some people said I got like fifth, but really there was only like 11 guys, so it's still like mid-table for me. And then getting second from last on the third show is a massive hit on the confidence, man. You know, it's hard to get it back. I was always going into shows so confident, thinking I could win, thinking I could win. And, you know, when you get 3 pro shows in, which is essentially 3 years as well of my life, and you don't get the rewards from the work that you put in, it's hard, man. That shit's hard. It makes you, you know, question everything you do. I'm like, man, I just waste 3 years of my life. But coming into this year with my good woman behind the camera with me, and Sammy, as always, with me, you know, those two have been the biggest support over the last year and a half. You know, losing my dad, not turning this into a sob story, but losing my dad like a year and a half ago, you know, going to Dubai and everything like that, basically hitting a little bit depression, you know, not really wanting to bodybuild for the first few months I was living out there. But those two have been more supportive and encouraging, you know, than like a guy could ever ask for. So the reason I'm here today is because of them two. It's weird. I always look back and kind of thought on, you know, people give so much props to their coaches, so much props to their family, their friends, and things like that. I'm like, oh man, if I ever like win the Olympia, I'm gonna thank me. I'm like, I'm the one who did the work. But you know what? I think this year, this show in particular, has been a humbling experience because I've realised that I actually wouldn't be here without them two. You know, bringing the best physique to stage, like Sammy's done incredible with me. You know, he knows my body inside out, and leaving everything with him, this prep has been the best decision I ever made. So that's been deadly, you know. And Han, this is weird, I feel I'm speaking straight to her, she's holding the camera. Han, like, you know, helping me with all the meals, pushing me to eat in the off season, making sure that I'm not slipping and actually genuinely living up to, you know, what I say I'm going to do, calling my bullshit, making me do the things that that I wasn't doing, that I should have been doing, you know, because all the other guys are, you can never be naive enough to think that there's people, you know, you think you're working harder than everyone else, when in actual fact, there's probably a lot of people working harder than you. So it's good to have someone who can call you bullshit. But yeah, it's been mental. So no matter what happens this weekend, I'm the happiest I've ever been in, you know, bodybuilding life in general. I'm very happy. I'm very proud of the physique that we're bringing to the stage, and I'm going to do my best. I'm going to enjoy the day. So yeah, pretty much good to go. Done check-ins earlier. Got a coat of tan, which I'm currently sweating off because I'm sitting next to this window and getting all emotional and shit. And yeah, another base coat's gone this evening. And then nothing to it but to do it, man. Nothing to it but to do it.